I'm here today in Moncton, New Brunswick, and we're here to talk about systemic change. And I present to you Sister Auria Cormier, who is with the religious Notre Dame-du-Sacre-Coeur. So, Sister Auria, if you'd like to talk to us about the work that you're doing currently.
Currently, I put a lot of my energy in the St. Vincent de Paul Society, which we created in Moncton about 15 months ago. We gave ourselves the name Mother Teresa Conference, and we do our work actually going 2 by 2 in the homes of people in need, but we go with the idea that we want to bring about systemic change through our actions. We listen to people, we ask them what their priorities are, and we try to open the way for them to move out of poverty. And so we're just a small group, we're about a dozen, and in a period of about 15 months, we've touched over 150 people. We help them financially, but we also walk them through the maze of government programs so that they can improve their lives. So that's what we do.
And can you talk to us about how you come into contact with those people?
Yes, we have a telephone number which we've tried to publicize, and there's a recorder on it, and from our homes we can check often if there are any requests, and when we do have a request, we go 2 by 2 to visit these people, and we've found all kinds of problems, people who are homeless sometimes, a lot of people who have no furniture, no beds, a lot of them we bring food. We collaborate a lot with local parishes that are willing to prepare a lovely box of food, and that's a good opener when you arrive and you can, bring them some food. They're happy, and we do it with such respect. I'm really touched by the understanding that the people we reach out to, they know that we do it like Pope Francis says, we go out to the periphery with a loving heart. That's what we do.
Well, thank you for sharing that, and thank you for all the work you do.
I'm Halima Marouf. I'm from in Palestine. I learn English in Our Lady. I learning English because enjoy learning more vocabulary, and that's helped me for connect with my children and with another people. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Aurelia Becerra. I am an English as a second language student and I attend classes to improve my English and be more involved in my children's educations.
My name is Diane Stouch, and I come to the neighborhood's house, Getting Ahead class, which I'm learning how to, budgeting, how to get out of poverty. We have a great support system. I'm meeting new friends, and it's been a wonderful journey.
Hello, my name is Nancy Ramos, and I'm from Guatemala. I'm here because I like to learn more vocabulary and improve my English for find a better job and can to talk with American people and be friendly. Thank you.
My name is Blanca Vasquez. I'm a student second language student. I'm from Mexico. I like taking classes. I enjoy every class because it's I always learning something new.
Hi, I'm Scott Thomas. I'm taking the Getting Ahead class here at the neighborhood house, and I'm really enjoying it. I've never been in poverty or homeless or anything. It's just till the last few months, and the class is really helping me redirect and find ways to get back on my feet, become a normal working citizen.
I'm Erica Plater, Executive Director of Our Lady of Mercy Community Outreach Services. And the voices, the faces, and the stories you've just seen and heard are the exact reason why we exist. The programs and services that we provide here are actually about changing people's lives and helping them develop the tools and the skill sets they need to be successful, to get on the path of self-sufficiency and self-sustainability. A lot of the work we do here really is about systemic change, about breaking the generations of poverty, about helping people move to a place where they can live a quality life in dignity. And so for us, we're very grateful to be a part of this ministry, and we're very grateful to be able to share the blessings that we have and to be able to change lives.
I think the first thing I want to say is thank you to the Sisters of Charity of Halifax for giving me the opportunity to work in human trafficking and to create Lifeway Network. Lifeway Network, as we say, is a place for new life. So Lifeway Network means new life for us. We actually began that with a collaboration of many people working together. And that's been one of the underpinnings of Lifeway Network. Another underpinning has been the community living model. And the community living model provides for 3 sisters who are intentionally living together to provide for the survivors. Right now we have 4 houses that are 12 sisters living in it. We have had over 64 women live with us since we opened our first house in 2012. I think the main thing that I want to say in terms of Lifeway Network working for systemic change is that the education program, so besides safe housing, we have a tremendous education program that has interacted with over 10,000 people since the beginning. And we look at the root causes of human trafficking, and we look at how to prevent human trafficking by bringing awareness and engagement to the individuals we serve. And in order for them to be empowered and to actually work together with us to bring an end to trafficking.
The heart of what I do is based really on my conviction of justice towards women, and particularly that's impacted by the scripture of the bent over woman. I also am impacted by the fact that in my ministry, I have the opportunity to have the hands-on experience of working with young women who have been victims of human trafficking and prostitution. What I think is so important for us to remember is that this is really a global issue, but it's also a local issue. And we only need to look at other countries to recognize the horrific imbalance that this injustice really betrays. We have the greed, the power, the prestige, the privilege, the power and control that is impacting and is the cause really of this injustice. And it focuses on the most vulnerable of our society, which really angers me because I work with this population and I see the injustice on a daily basis. So when I think of my ministry, it has to be twofold. It has to have the hands-on. I know the stories. I live those stories. I can tell those stories. And that's what is so empowering, is that I am going to with different committees, not alone, but with different committees, we are trying to speak to the structures that is causing this injustice to the most vulnerable of our society, particularly, in my case, the homeless and young women. So our committees really are trying to I would say the focus of our committee is educational. We're trying to educate the judicial, the police force, politicians, but also the public, that this is an injustice that they need to wake up to, that it is affecting the young people of our society, and it is so hidden, and they don't have a voice to speak for themselves, so we need to be that voice.
To welcome women into Bakita House and into our lives is to experience firsthand how human lives are impacted by broken systems. Social systems that allow women to be objectified and devalued, economic systems that favor the rich and powerful internationally and in our own countries, legal systems that criminalize races and classes of people, healthcare systems that fail to address mental health and addiction issues. At Bakita House, we offer the women safety, respect, acceptance, and unconditional love, an opportunity to take charge of their lives, to make a new beginning. We collaborate with law enforcement in efforts to break up trafficking rings and prosecute traffickers. Sometimes our women testifying in court for this purpose. For me, this ministry has been a faith walk, a call to embrace the human condition as Jesus did. It has been a blessing to recognize God's presence and action in the midst of pain and brokenness, and in the goodness and beauty of each person.
Please come in, the door is open. Please come in and be at home. All God's children are brothers and sisters. You are family.
Hello, I'm Sister Jean Augustine of the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill.
And I'm Sister Annette Fry.
In 2013, members of the local St. Vincent de Paul Society came to the Sisters of Charity of Seton Hill with an idea related to their missions to effect systemic change while ministering to the poor, which resonated with our mission statement to respond to the changing conditions of our time. The St. Vincent group saw the lack of affordable housing and homelessness as one of those conditions. Located in Uniontown, Fayette County, one of the poorest in Pennsylvania, St. Vincent de Paul received many requests for assistance from women, even though employed, but having other needs. The director felt they would benefit from living in a structured and monitored environment. He applied the scripture verse from Acts 2:42-47, underlying his idea, to which the sisters concurred, assigning 2 of us to move the project into reality.
We chose St. Mary Convent, a comfortable home that would lodge up to 8, including we 2 sisters, and convenient to numerous social services in agencies in the area. The Bishop of Greensburg and the Parish Council approved the project. We established a board and proceeded with legal steps, naming the residence Mary House and opening the door to 3 women on March 1st, 2016. Mary House serves women between the ages of 30 and 70 who are without a permanent or temporary residence, as well as anyone living in an unsafe or unhealthy situation. Residents must be ambulatory, free of communicable disease, clean of addictions to illegal drugs and/or alcohol.
The motto from the Vincentian 400th anniversary, welcoming the stranger, governs the work and spirit of Mary House. We try to make the women feel at home as we engage them in learning how to live in community, to get back on their feet, spiritually, emotionally, financially. We help them obtain a job, to budget time and money earned for payment of debts and for saving. The residents share in household chores, gaining self-sufficiency. All of this assumes their cooperation in the fulfillment of the Mary House mission statement, a safe, secure home for women, open to supportive guidance, and choosing a life in community based on simplicity and charity.
Please come in, the door is open. Please come in and be at home. All God's children are brothers and sisters. You are family, please come in.
This is called Skill and Empowerment Training, which is of 6 months. 1 month they have different trainings on awareness program. Then 5 months they learn different skills like tailoring, weaving, hand knitting, fabric painting, and also they learn agriculture. See, they are able to earn money with this because it is an income generation program. They will go back to their own places and they will start tailoring shops, or they work in other people's tailoring shops, which will bring them some income for the family. This is weaving training. Here women learn to make cloth with the thread and also shawls. They will also make saris, cotton saris, and cloth for shirt, blouses, and woolen clothes. These are shawls. These are clothes. This is also, I think, warm. Salwar, sari. They make saris also. There are 5 women who have been doing this work at home, especially making saris and shawls, and they sell them in the market.
Small please. Aha, khurpeto. Asiro khurpeto. Oh, asti kawalan.